No, it's not clickbait. Yes, I legally still have my birth name intact, and my name is... What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Like I promised, I'm gonna be doing 2 videos a week. By the title, you're probably wondering, Kyle, what in the heck? Like, why have you not changed your name yet? What's going on? Is this clickbait? No, it's not clickbait. Yes, I legally still have my birth name intact, and my name is... Gotcha, y'all thought I was really about to tell you. If you're a real OG, then you already know my birth name. If you went to school with me, obviously you know my birth name. But if you don't, sorry, I'm not fixing to tell y'all. But yes, my name is... Now I know somebody's about to expose me in the comments, but whatever. If you find out, you find out. Still my legal birth name that I was given at birth, and my pronouns legally are still she, her, and my license still says she and all that stuff for female, whatever you want to call it. So yes, legally my identification is still 100% female. And the reason I wanted to make this video is because, one, I wanted to let y'all know why I haven't changed it yet, because I know that's probably your biggest question. And then 2, I wanted to talk about ways I've pretty much made it this far with my dead name intact but still being referred to as Kyle. So without further ado, might as well just hop right into it. My name is Kyle, aka Prince Kyle, don't forget it. I make videos about my female to male transition. I also post on TikTok and Instagram. I'll put the links down below. Let's hop right into it. So my original plan was to have all of my physical changes happen first, and then I would go back and change my name, just because the name change to me was the easiest thing to do. And I don't mean time-wise, I just mean like mentally preparing myself for it. To me, surgery was a lot more scarier, and starting testosterone was a lot scarier. So I was like, let me do all this stuff first, and then I'll go back and change my name, because that's just documents and paperwork, and that's gonna be simple, that's gonna be light. But then year after year, it just kept getting pushed back and pushed back. And now it's just been so long that I've just kind of adjusted to dealing with it and not really caring as much to have it changed as much as I wanted it to be changed in the beginning. When I first started transitioning, I was like, oh, like I can't stand my birth name, I want it changed, I don't want anybody to know. But now, like, just because I've pushed it off for so long, I just kind of adjusted and got used to it and just stopped caring. But I will be changing it, and honestly, this video is like one of the reasons why I'm gonna make it a promise to myself that I change it this year. Like, I made this video, it's out, everybody knows. This is my staple, this is my moment to say that I'm going to get my name changed this year, or at least put it in the works this year. So that is why it's not changed yet. Nothing crazy. It's not that I didn't have the money, it's not that I'm having like issues with the documents, like nothing about that. Honestly, it just came down to pure laziness and just pushing it back and pushing it back and pushing it back. But this year, this is my year. A bigger note is I wanted to talk about ways I kind of got this far with that name. And I know a lot of you guys probably wonder as well, because most people make videos on the name change process, but I don't really see a lot of videos of like how to deal with your name until you can get to that process. So this video will probably reach more people who are like in high school and just aren't old enough to go through the legal name change yet, or people who just don't have the money at the moment to do it, so they have to deal with it. So yeah, this video, I guess I'm just trying to share how I've made it this far, and hopefully you guys can take away from this video, and it'll make it a little bit easier on you until you can get your name changed and your gender mark changed. So first, going back to college, I just kind of started going up to my professors and I'm like, hey, like, this is my situation and I prefer to go by Kyle. And honestly, they had no issue with it. They just kind of wrote it in their notes and was like, all right, well, you're Kyle now. And obviously, although I wanted to go by Kyle legally. Any documents, so like test score papers or checks that I had to write out to the school, stuff like that, all that legal stuff had to remain my birth name. But as for the teacher like calling me, or if I raised my hand and the teacher called on me, they would call me Kyle. Or on any of my assignments, they let me write in parentheses Kyle. So that definitely made me feel a lot better and made things a lot easier. Also, if a teacher knew about my situation and called me Kyle, they knew to relay the message to other professors and other teachers. So it was kind of like a little community where all of these teachers did what they could to make me feel comfortable. Once I started working and started getting like full-time jobs, that process also, the hiring process, they would refer to me as my birth name because that's what they saw on my applications. But as soon as I had the chance to meet up with them, I would say, hey, this is my situation. I would like to be called Kyle, and I go by he, him pronouns. And again, the higher ups, the HR department, they made sure to relay the message to any of the managers, but they wouldn't relay the message to the managers in a way of outing me. They would just say, this is his name. And it was that simple. So yeah, the HR department knew the situation, but it wouldn't trickle down and they wouldn't tell anybody under them. So it pretty much stayed a secret, and the only people that would know were the HR department. But again, when it came to legal documents, like when I would get my check at the end of the week, or any legal documents that were on my, what's it called? Drawing a blank here. So any legal documents, like specifically checks at the end of the week that I would get to get paid, obviously those had to have my legal name on it, just because legally you have to have whatever name that is on your license and your social security and all that. And another thing that I started doing, and I started doing this recently, is on my resume when I am looking for new jobs and I write out a resume listing all the past jobs I've had, I'll write in parentheses preferred name Kyle, so that when a hiring company is looking at my resume, they automatically know, okay, well this kid goes by Kyle, so I'm gonna call him Kyle. So any documents that you have where it doesn't require like a signature or something like super professional, you can always write in parentheses your preferred name, and then most times, pretty much all the time, whoever you're writing it to, they'll get the hint. As for doctor's appointments or like the eye doctor or dentist, all those appointments, when it comes to that, again, I'll call the front desk and I'll say, hey, my name is so-and-so, I go to the doctor here, and I would like if you could relay the message to the nurses that I go by Kyle and he, him pronouns. So what they'll do is on my files is they'll just write in parentheses he, him pronouns, and he goes by Kyle. So now with my regular doctor, they pretty much know, okay, well when we call him back, we're gonna say he, him pronouns, and we're gonna call him Kyle. So anywhere I go, yeah, it can get kind of annoying when I have my first visit at doctor's appointments, or when I'm getting hired at a new job, or back when I was in college and like having new teachers. It did suck having to continuously like have my first meet with them and say, hey, this is my situation. But after that one time, after that it's like forgotten about, and now you're just this person that you told them you wanted to be. So that's honestly why I took so long, because it just got so easy. Like, it's super easy just to tell people, hey, call me this now, call me this now. Because for the most part, people are respectful and they do it. And now it's such like a legal issue where you can't discriminate people within the LGBTQ and you have to respect their pronouns and stuff. It's a lot easier. Whether the person agrees or not, they have to do it because you told them that's what you go by, so they have to refer to you by that. So I'm not saying that like you should push off your name if you like your birth name, then by all means keep it. But a situation like me, like I shouldn't have waited as long as I have, but it is what it is, and I just kind of adjusted to it. But I just wanted to tell you how I've pretty much navigated through life, but with my dead name still intact. And again, definitely not gonna say my dead name. If you knew me before, then you're grandfathered in. You already know the information, but I'm not gonna say my birth name to just keep putting it out there and for people to be dumb. And it's kind of ironic because I just made a TikTok about how I don't get mad easily until somebody calls me by my dead name or misgenders me. But I really don't get mad if people do on accident. But if it's on purpose, obviously I'm gonna get mad because it's like, why you gotta be an asshole? But for the most part, I don't really care as long as it's an accident. And especially if you're meeting me for the first time and my legal documents say one thing, obviously it's expected for you to refer to me as that because that's what it legally is. So I don't get upset if someone does it on accident and I haven't gotten a chance to talk to them yet about it. Alright, well, now that this video is out there, you guys gotta hold me accountable to change my name. Like I can't keep going another year with my dead name. Just can't do it. I already had surgery. I already started taking tea. No more excuses, no more excuses. Now that's all for today's video. If you liked it, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let's keep this family growing. We're growing a little bit every day, and I appreciate every single one of you for listening and tuning in. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.